to size up the situation and go from here and into their sixth command.
Our firefighters were getting into their personal flotation devices and their safety helmets. We began at that point in time to try to get safety lines to the vehicle to stabilize the situation as best we could.
How about the stability of the truck? Well, I'd say the stability of the truck is real poor at this time. Do you see any way that the helicopter is going to be able to be utilized to rescue those two people? We're talking about it right now, Ray.
It was a consideration to go with the helicopter, but the pilot felt there would have been too much weight on the one side of the helicopter, and we would probably pull the helicopter into the water. Then it was to plan B, to actually go get in the water, attempt to go out and get them and pull them to safety.
But with floodwaters rushing at 15 feet per second, the rescuers would be putting their own lives at risk.
We picked up the life preservers from arriving fire department units and went out over the water again.
You have to talk to the pilot continually at this time. He has no idea where the skid is on the aircraft, what position the aircraft, the tail rotor. If you struck the car, there'd be a good chance that the ship's going to go over on its side, and then it would be a catastrophe.
I felt a little more sense of urgency as we got in close to them, and I was able to look into their eyes. I saw that they were absolutely terrified. The fact that they were older caused me more concern, and that it was going to be a difficult operation because we were going to have to do most of the work. We had one rope secured to the east bank. We needed to secure the other side to the west bank. We were flaking the rope out and realized that it was not long enough to reach to the other bank. So we'd secured the second rope to the east bank as well. So we decided that we would attempt to do what's called a shallow water crossing, to go out and actually pull the victims out and bring them to shore.
Okay, Sam, ladder 33 is going to go downstream to the south in case we need it for a secondary.
I had one crew that was downstream with ropes and throw bags so that if people started floating downstream, we could get to them.
As I moved out into the water, I noticed a bunch of barbed wire directly downstream. And I thought to myself, if I let go, I'm going to end up in the middle of that barbed wire. As I moved to the vehicle, I realized the difficulty, not only the force of the water, it was also deeper than what I had anticipated.
Feel these boulders coming at you, and they hit your knees and legs. Underneath the water, all this debris coming by, and just pounding your legs.
When I got out to the victims, I was on the driver's side, which happened to be the man. I just felt that he was right there, so he came out first.
Stand by. We've got one person out of the truck at this time. We're trying to get him on across.
My worst fear was letting go of the victim. And every single step that I took was very critical in my balance.
With his wife still trapped in the unstable truck, 62-year-old William Babella was pulled to safety.
I was scared throughout the whole ordeal. What I was thinking was, don't let go of the rope, because I'm going to do everything they tell me to do to hang on to get the heck over to the safe side. I was more worried about the wife than myself, because she can't swim.
She was almost catatonic in fear. It was somewhat difficult to communicate with her because she was terrified. I believe she was so afraid that she was doing exactly step by step what I had told her to do. And I had even told her to walk on my feet.
Nearly 90 minutes after they tried to drive across a flooded road, Marie Babella was finally out of danger.
When I got to the shore there, it was hard breathing because of holding on that rope and fighting the water. But I was happy, and it was over, and I was saved. And so thankful.
We got out very, very lucky. No bruises, no broken bones, no trip to the hospital.
There's nothing that you need to do that is so imperative that you have to get to the other side of an unknown situation that quickly. Things can wait.
I will never attempt it again. It's just too dangerous. I can't even remember how we got in there so quick. But we did.
Next.